Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare Hare जय
Hare
श्री कृष्ण
Hare,
चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्री वासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्री वासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्री वासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्ण
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So today is Friday. It is 23rd of August. It is Bhadra Masa or Hrishikesha Masa, Krishna Paksham and Chaviti and Panchami Tithi. So the two Tithis, they are falling on the same day. So, but there are no Vaishnava events in the calendar. So we shall quickly move into Srimad Bhagavatam. ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय हरे कृष्ण In the Srimad Bhagavatam, Lord Brahma is speaking to Narada Muni about the incarnations of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So far he has explained the incarnations. One is the Varahadeva, second is the Suyajna, and the third is the Kapila Bhagavan, fourth is the Dattatreya, fifth is the Kumaras, four Kumaras, and sixth is the Naranarayana Rishi. So in the six slokas, he spoke about six incarnations, and then yesterday he was explaining about the Lord. He is the master of all the senses and also the three material modes of nature, and he is the Lord of everything. He doesn't have any tinge of material desires in his mind. So likewise, he was expanding about after saying about the Naranarayana Rishi, so who have appeared as the children of Dharma and Murti. So they did not even get agitated by the heavenly damsels. They were trying to disturb the Naranarayana Rishi. So instead, he only generated very beautiful Urvasi from his body. So this is, and here Nara and Narayana Rishi, in fact, when they were born, they have got four hands. Both of them have got four hands. So on the other day, I was mentioning this one as the two hands, but actually they have both have got four-handed form. This both Nara Rishi, Narayana Rishi. So it is mentioned in the 12th canto when Markandeya Rishi was trying to meditating on the Naranarayana Rishi. So they have appeared at the time. They both have got four hands. Markandeya Rishi has seen. So it comes in the 12th canto. So here Brahma is saying Dharmasya daksha duhitari ajanista murcham narayano nara iti swatapah prabhavaha drishtvatmano bhagavato niyamalopam devastvananga prutana gatitum nasekuhu. Even though the heavenly damsels trying to disturb their tapasya, they could not get nasekuhu. So and instead uh, Narayana Rishi only generated the Urvasi from his body, and he only sent the Urvasi back to heavenly planet, to the demigods. So that is Kamam dahanti kritino nanurosha drushtya rosham dahanti mutate na dahanti asahyam soyam yadanta ramalam pravishan bhiveti kamah katam nu punarasya manah shreyeta. So there are so many stalwarts, even they come unto the wrath of the anger. But here Narayana Rishi has exhibited this, uh, he has defeated this Kamadeva. And so this is the example of it. So except Narayana Rishi, everyone in this universe, so Kapila Bhagavan says, they are coming affected by the Kama. So that is one thing, and also in the expanding further, Brahma is saying that here Narayana Rishi has sent back Urvasi to the heavenly planets. He has given back to demigods, and so they have engaged themselves in the austerities and penances. So today Brahma is saying that bringing about the Dhruv Maharaj's pastime. So, so Dhruv Maharaj, when he was going to his father, he wanted to sit on the lap of his father, Uttanapada. At that time, Uttama and his mother, Surichi, they were next to the king. So when he was going, at that time, Surichi, with her words, with her sharp words, she made Dhruv Maharaj to make him upset. So even though he was a child, he went to the forest and he performed the austerities. And then, because of that, the Lord has appeared to Dhruv Maharaj and he has given Dhruvaloka planet to Dhruv Maharaj, which is glorified by which is situated at the Maharloka area and which is glorified by all the great sages, all the sages who are living above the Maharloka and the sages living below the Maharloka, below the Dhruvaloka. So everyone glorifies that. Even that planet is situated all the time. Even all the other planets are devastated. So Prabhupada is mentioning that it is a Vaikuntha planet. So we are in the Srimad Bhagavatam, second canto, chapter 7, and verse number 8. So here why this particular verse is coming in between. So here Narayana Rishi, what I could understand, he has given Urusi back to demigods. Likewise, he has given Dhruvaloka planet to Dhruv Maharaj just by with the pleasure by pleasing with his austerities and penances. That is the only thing I could understand from here. We shall see the purport later on. विद्धः सपत्न्युदिता प्रतिबिरन्ति राज्ञो बालोऽपि सन्मुपगतः तपसेवनानि ध्रुवगतिं गृणते प्रसन्नो दिव्याः स्तुवन्ति मुनयो यद्उपरि अधस्तात् विद्धः सपत्नी उदिता विद्धः सपत्नी उदिता. So here patribihi antirajno. So here Dhruv Maharaj Viddaha, he was pinched by the sapatni udita patribihi. So the sharp words spoken by the Surichi antirajno in front of the king itself, Uttanapada. Viddaha sapatni udita patribihi antirajno. So here Dhruv Maharaj, he was Vidda, pinched by Surichi. Balopi son, even though he was a child, Balopi son, Upagataha, and he left to the Upagataha, he left to the Tapasevanani to perform austerities in the great forest, to perform severe penances in the great forest. So after that, Tasma Adat Dhruvagatim Gurunate Prasanno. Tasma Adat. So therefore, Adat Dhruvagatim and the Supreme Personality of Godhead gave as a reward Dhruvagatim, that is the path to the Dhruva planet, that is the Dhruva planet. Avagatim Grunate Prasannu, because he prayed, Dhruv Maharaj, he prayed for that one. Dhruvagatim Grunate Prasannu, and Lord is satisfied with Dhruv Maharaj. And what is that Dhruvaloka? Divyaha Stuvanti Munayo. And Divyaha. Divyaha is mentioned here, the denizens of higher planets. Divyaha Stuvanti Munayo, they are all glorifying that planet. Munayo, the great sages. Divyaha Stuvanti Munayo, Yad Upari Adastad, and people who are living up and also down of the Dhruva planet. Yad Upari Adastad. Upari is up and Adastad is the down. This Dhruva planet is in the middle. So likewise, Brahma is saying, So Viddaha sapatni udita patribihi rantiradhnu balopi san upakatapase balopi san upakataha tapasevanani tasmada drivagatim gurunte prasannu divyaha stuvanti muniyo yad upari adastat. So translation for this verse. Being insulted by sharp words spoken by the co-wife of the king, even in his presence, Prince Dhruva, though only a boy, took to severe penances in the forest, and the Lord, being satisfied by his prayer, awarded him the Dhruva planet, which is worshipped by great sages both upward and downward. And purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Can I request Sharanya Mataji to read this purport, please?
Hare Krishna. When he was only 5 years old, Prince Dhruva, a great devotee and the son of Maharaja Uttanapada, was sitting on the lap of his father. His stepmother did not like the king's patting her stepson, so he dragged him out, saying that he could not claim to sit on the lap of the king because he was not born out of her womb. The little boy felt insulted by this act of his stepmother, nor did his father make any protest, for he was too attached to his second wife. After this incident, Prince Dhruva went to his own mother and complained. His real mother also could not take any step against this insulting behavior, and so she wept. The boy inquired from his mother how he could sit on the royal throne of his father, and the poor queen replied that only the Lord could help him. The boy inquired where the Lord could be seen, and the queen replied that it is said that the Lord is sometimes seen by the great sages in the dense forest. The child prince decided to go into the forest to perform severe penances in order to achieve his objective. Prince Dhruva performed a stringent type of penance under the instruction of his spiritual master Sri Narada Muni, who was specifically deputed for this purpose by the personality of Godhead. Prince Dhruva was initiated by Narada into chanting the hymn composed of 18 letters, namely Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. And Lord Vasudeva incarnated himself as Krishnigarbha, the personality of Godhead, with 4 hands, and awarded the prince a specific planet above the 7 stars. Prince Dhruva, after achieving success in his understanding, saw the Lord face to face, and he was satisfied that all his needs were fulfilled. The planet awarded to Prince Dhruva Maharaja is a fixed Vaikuntha planet installed in the material atmosphere by the will of Supreme Lord Vasudeva. This planet, although within the material world, will not be annihilated at the time of devastation, but will remain fixed in its place. And because it is a Vaikuntha planet never to be annihilated, it is worshipped even by the denizens of the 7 stars situated below the Dhruva planet, as well as by the planets which are even above the Dhruva planets. Maharishi Bhrigu's planet is situated above the Dhruva's planet. So the Lord incarnated himself as Krishnagarbha just to satisfy the pure devotee of the Lord. And Prince Dhruva achieved this perfection simply by chanting the hymns mentioned above, after being initiated by another pure devotee, Narada. A serious personality can thus achieve the highest perfection of meeting the Lord and attain his objective simply by being guided by a pure devotee who automatically approaches by dint of one's serious determination to meet the Lord by all means. The description of Prince Dhruva's activities can be read in details in the 4th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Hare Krishna.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you, Mataji. So here, this particular verse, I think here we are seeing the Lord has appeared as a Krishnagarbha. So this is what we can understand. So this is Tasmada Dhruvagatim Grunte Prasanno Divyaha Stuvanti Maniyo Yad Upari Adastad. So that is the thing we can understand as a incarnation. So Lord Vasudeva incarnated himself as a Krishnagarbha and gave. So this is also one incarnation in this particular verse. Okay, so and here Prabhupada is explaining about the pastimes of Dhruva Maharaj. So, and here what we understand, so Suruchi was with her short words, she pinched the heart of a Dhruv Maharaj. He was so upset. So, but one has to speak anudvegakaram vakyam, satyam, priya, hitam chayat. How does that come? One has to control the tongue. So one has to eat only the prasadam and chant the holy names of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Then only one can speak fluently, nicely, and which is anudvegakaram vakyam. It is composed properly. When we speak, we do not speak whimsically. First, we have to think twice and then speak once. Number of times we have to think. So here the little boy got felt so much of upset, insulted by the act of his stepmother, and one also he took the instruction of his mother, Suniti. Suniti is the another wife, the elder wife of Uttanapada. So Suniti, uh, so she is also, she can't do anything. No one in this world, one cannot help even the child. So here, but she says the good words. When the boy inquired from his mother how he could sit on the royal throne of his father. So this is the request. And then what mother says that she knows in her knowledge that some sages, they have seen the Supreme Personality of Godhead in the forest. The boy has got that instruction very strongly, and he wanted to perform severe penances as well. So this is the authorized scriptures. Information comes from the authority. Then a child has to follow the father's instructions. Then things will come perfectly. And a man has to follow his spiritual master instructions. Then things will come perfectly. Otherwise, if we use our own mind, this would be good, this may not be good. Then nasasiddhim avapnoti na sukham na santim param gatim. No one, if one is not following the yas shastra vidim mustujja vartate kamakarataha, then he doesn't get any nasiddhim avapnoti. He doesn't attain anything if he is not following. What are the scriptural injunctions? So it comes from the spiritual master. He refers only the scriptures. And father, spiritual master, and the king. These are all our authorities. Husband. So when we hear from the husband or father, then if we follow exactly, then everything will be Sukham, Shantim, Siddhim. They all be attained. Otherwise, if we use, then we don't get all of these things. But here, Dhruv Maharaj taken that instruction of the mother and he went to the forest. Then all things came into perfectly. Lord arranged Narada Muni to go and instruct him, initiate him with Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. And then after he has performed and controlled his mind and the food and everything, later on with his penances, he pleased the Lord and Lord appeared. Lord Vasudeva incarnated himself as Prushnigarbha. This is one incarnation. So Prushnigarbha, we also see that Sutapa and Prushni. So they have prayed to the Lord that we want you to be our son. And then Lord promised them that he would appear as the three incarnations. One is the Prushnigarbha, second is the Vamana as the son of Aditi and the Kashyapa Prajapati, and third is the um, Devaki and Vasudeva. So these are the three incarnations as Krishna. So here Lord Vasudeva incarnated himself as Prushnigarbha. And the personality of Godhead with four hands, and he gave the this Dhruva planet to the prince. And Dhruva, so we also see that Dhruva star in the sky, so which is the big star. Based on that, there are another 7 stars which are rotating around that planet, around the Dhruva planet. Okay, so and also Prabhupada mentions this planet is not annihilated at the time of devastation. It is fixed in its position. And all other planets, they rotate as a chandelier. So this Dhruva planet is the center point and fixed. And all other planets like the sun, moon, and everyone, all other planets, even the Saptarishis planets, they all rotate. And if Maharshi Bhrugu's planet is above that Dhruva planet, And Prabhupada is further mentioning, so, and the Prince Dhruva achieved this perfection simply by chanting the hymn mentioned above. So, which is what we always chant before we recite Srimad Bhagavatam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, even before the Srimad Bhagavad Gita. And Narada Muni initiated him. So, this is how Lord's mercy comes through his devotees and his representatives. And at the end, so he attained, he ruled that planet for 36,000 years, and he has enjoyed all material opulences. At the end, he also he attained the planet, Dhruva planet. So Vishnu Parshvadas came and they have taken Dhruva too. When he was going, he was able to see everything, all other systems, all other planets as well. And he also see that his mother Suniti, she was also going another plane into the Vaikuntha. So that is Yayotana Padaha Putro Munina Ghetayadbakaha Mrutyoho Krutyai Mudhangrim Aroha Harehe Padam. Even when the death comes, and death with folded hands come and bent in front of Dhruva Maharaj when he was climbing onto the airplane which was brought by the Vishnu Parshvadas. And then by keeping his head on the head of the Mrityu, Mrityoho Krutyaya Mudnyangrim, and putting his foot on the head of the Mrityu, and he climbed onto the airplane. Aroha Rehe Padam. So that is the Dhruva Maharaj's glories. Okay, so it is explained in the Srimad Bhagavatam in the 4th canto later on. So we shall explore later on. Okay, that is from Srimad Bhagavatam. So Brahma here saying to Narada Muni is about the Krishnagarbha incarnation. Viddha sapatni budita patribihi antiradhma bhalopi san upagataha tapasevanaani tasmadadrivogatim gurnate prasanno divyaha stuvanti munayo yad upari adastad. That is from Srimad Bhagavatam. We shall quickly move to Srila Prabhupada's daily letter. So today it is letter to Arundhati, April 1st, 1970, Los Angeles. It is a small letter only. Can I request any devotees to read this letter, please? Unallocated devotee. Yes, Mataji.
My dear Arundhati, can you hear me, brother? My dear Arundhati, please accept my blessings. I am in the due receipt of your letter dated nil. If you have got extra time, I encourage you to learn Sanskrit along with your husband. So far your movement is concerned in pregnancy, you should strictly not ride on cars or any convenience until your delivery. Neither should you dance also. So you stick to the composition work, and according to Brahmananda's program, I understand you will have enough work to do now. Actually, the composition work was taken from August 1969, but still they are not yet completed. If you have no other composition work to do, then you may begin to compose Srimad Bhagavatam second canto immediately. Regarding the Susruta Samhita, I have no information about this. Susruta Samhita is a big book of medical science. It is not able to be understood by ordinary laymen. I do not know why you bother about this, but if somebody helps you from this book, I have no objection. Hope this will meet you in good health. Your ever well wisher, S.C. Swami. Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai. Thank you, Mataji. Any takeaway points, Mataji?
So Prabhupada is so caring about that Arundhati, he said, because she's her pregnancy, and then he's saying to not to go out in the car and then dance also. So Prabhupada is caring and is worried about her, and that about composition work. So the I don't understand about that, but she wants to do the social to Samhita, but this is the scripture is so hard to understand, and then it's about all the medical science. So, but Prabhupada is to do the second canto instead of that. Things. Yes, perfect. Oh, Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
Mataji. Okay, any other comments, dear devotees, you wanted to add? Okay, so that is from Srila Prabhupada's letter. When women, when they are in the pregnancy, so Prabhupada is mentioning this, you should strictly not ride on cars or any conveyance until your delivery. Neither should you dance also. So these are the precautions one has to take. And Prabhupada is mentioning composition work, just to stay at home in a peaceful way, and then that this kind of work can be carried out. Okay, so this is there are many other precautions for pregnancy women, what kind of works they can carry out. Okay, and also this Shushruta, so he is one of the great sage who has composed a book of medical science. Many of these medical science they might have taken, so that is, but it cannot be understood by the ordinary layman. Okay, so we could hear this kind of instructions from the scriptures. Okay, that is from Prabhupada's letter. And from the announcements point of view, so tomorrow we are going to continue tomorrow morning our Vaikuntha description, and tomorrow evening our Chaitanya Charitamrita. Okay, these are our upcoming updates. And dear devotees, if you have got any other updates or you wanted to share anything from the temple or any temple services, kindly share. Hare Krishna. Okay, if there are no further updates, then we shall conclude and continue with further japa. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंतकोटि वैष्णववृंद की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय।
Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण, कॉन्शियस डे एवरीवन।
Hare
हरे कृष्ण। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद।